Let the dates serve for everything. Thank you.
Many thanks, Excellency, for your remarks. We have amidst us Honorable Commerce and Industry Minister Shri Piyush Goyal, sir. Sir, we are also joined in this ceremony by our Embassy of India in Oman. Our ambassador has joined virtually, as well as His Excellency Shri Pankaj Khimji, along with his colleagues, have also joined us virtually on this call. I would request Shri Pankaj Khimji to make a few remarks on this occasion, sir.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency, Shri Piyush Goyal ji. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Very much.
Thank you. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, my colleague Ajay Baluji, the Chief Negotiator. I also reach out to Shri Bhatia ji, who was my first Chief Negotiator, and would like to thank all the committed team of the Indian negotiating team that have participated and made this journey an enjoyable one, a very progressive one, and at the same time extremely productive. With that said, what can I say about my friend and the Honorable Minister Piyush Goyal ji? So without your real personal commitment, your intent, more importantly, and a joint fervor of wanting this deal to come through, this would have not been an easy process. We are truly indebted in many ways to the hospitality, to the fair treatment in which we went through this whole journey of establishing the CEPA. And today is that watershed down moment where we celebrate the actual implementation of CEPA. I would really like to also thank my team being committed in making this happen. It is the first CEPA bilateral agreement that Oman is signing after 17 years. And it goes to show that the India has to be part of our new Renaissance 2.0 journey as we go forward. There are many products. Our ambassador, His Excellency Isa, has very much highlighted the areas in which we believe that Oman will prosper. But we are looking forward to a lot of products and services that are coming in from India. And the one product and service that I am particularly very keen on, and we made a lot of efforts in making sure that this transition is going to be smoother, is the pharma industry. Oman is a net importer of pharmaceutical products. We have made access to the Oman market simpler, smoother, easier, and of course duty-free for Indian pharma, and especially those products which have gotten FDA certification from the developed countries. So with that said, I think we're looking forward to that. It is a big step for us to make this happen. Oman is also looking forward to enhancing our traditional trade of dates and frankincense and some other traditional goods between the two countries. Thank you very much for making that access that much more easier. With that said, I'd like to thank both the ambassadors, the Indian ambassador in Oman and my ambassador, Oman's ambassador in India, for all the help. I think they were more pushing than my own boss over here in the ministry in wanting to make this deal happen. I'd also like to introduce and hand over the baton of making the deal successful is now in the hands of my colleague, the Undersecretary for Commerce and Industry, because it is under his tutelage that the industry and the commerce department, commerce sector will now flourish in making sure that India-Oman trade not only does it double, but grows much faster every 3 to 4 to 5 years. So with that said, thank you very much, and I wish you all the best to both sides.
Many thanks, Excellency, for your remarks. I would now request Commerce Secretary Shri Rajesh Agrawal, sir, to make his remarks on this occasion. Sir.
Thank you, Honorable Commerce and Industry Minister, Shri Piyush Goyal ji, Honorable Minister of State for Commerce and Industry, Shri Jitin Prasada ji, His Excellency Isha Salah Al-Sivani, Oman's Ambassador to India, His Excellency Mr. Kimji, Advisor for Foreign Trade and International Cooperation, Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion, Oman, who has joined us virtually. All the excellencies who have joined us virtually, senior officials who have joined, our ambassador in Oman, Mr. G.V. Srinivas, and his entire team who has joined us virtually. All the senior officers present on the dais and in the hall today, friends from media and press. First of all, I think we need to congratulate our Honorable Minister who has been the driving force behind this FTA. This couldn't have been possible without him. So big congratulations to him. He actually dreamt of it in 2023 end. And 2.5 years, 30 months down the line today, we are here actually operationalizing this deal. So we remember the conversations in November of 2023. And it has actually actualized into something we thought whether we should not do, whether it is doable or not, but it has actually come to fruition 30 months down the line. So a very big congratulations to him. Two, I think today we deepen our economic ties with one of our most trusted partner in Middle East, that is Oman. And in last 8 months with India-Oman FTA, I think this is our second free trade agreement which is getting operationalized. And it is the 5th free trade agreement which is getting operationalized into the tenure of our Honorable Minister in last 5 years. So this is the 5th one, and you will have many more in the coming year. So I'd like to just talk about two things. Today, I think our trade between India and Oman is growing. It has crossed $11 billion merchandise trade, and it will further get an impetus with this India-Oman FTA, which very beautifully stitches together our partnership in the unique strength that both these nations have. As Mr. Ajay Bhadu, Additional Secretary, in his presentation has brought out the areas in which Indian exports are likely to grow, exporters are likely to gain in days and months to come. Very clearly they have been brought out, and some of it will be alluded to in the remarks of our minister also. So I'll not get into details of the areas that we are going to benefit from. I think Mr. Kimji also pointed out the huge area of opportunities in pharmaceutical that is opening up not only in terms of tariffs, but also in terms of regulatory cooperation that we have agreed to, wherein fast-track approvals in this sector will be provided to pharmaceutical exports, especially those approved for US FDA or UK HRA or EU GMP. So today, to mark this occasion, we have got multiple consignments of goods which are being shipped out to Oman under this FTA. The goods being shipped out are in various sectors like gems and jewelry, marine products, engineering goods, refrigeration equipment, minerals, and electric cables from the ports and industrial centers such as Mumbai, Chennai, Pipav, Kolkata, Jamnagar, and Bengaluru. These are being shipped out today in order to indicate that the FTA get into operation today. The first rules of origin certificate has been issued, and our industry stands to gain from the preferential access to the Omanese market. As an example, today, $1.8 million of gems and jewelry are getting shipped to Oman under the India-Oman FTA, with a 5% duty preference that we get from 5% to 0, indicating that with this consignment only a $90,000 worth of duty will be saved by Indian industry as this FTA gets operationalized today. I think this FTA goes beyond goods to also services, wherein multiple opportunities for our services trade is also provided for. And this is one agreement which allows for enhanced mobility provisions, which will allows for intra-corporate transfers, contractual service provide suppliers to stay up to 4 years. This is a very big ambitious commitment that we have got under Oman, which will enable our trade not only to trade but also to invest in Oman. I think the beauty of all these trade agreements is not only in negotiating it, finalizing it and operationalizing it, the beauty is in actually leveraging it. It is now, I think the actual work for the businesses on both sides starts now. We need to actually leverage the potential of this agreement by growing two-way trade in a manner so that businesses on both sides and citizens on both sides benefit in a big way. From Department of Commerce, as guided by our minister, we'll be holding workshops across the country to disseminate the information about not only Oman FTA, but all the 9 FTAs that we have done in last 5-6 years, which once we have concluded and operationalized and ones which are under the process of operationalization. We like to disseminate the information and the opportunities to all the industry and stakeholders across the country through various workshops. And we like industry to leverage these FTAs in a good manner so that we are actually able to actualize the vision of our leaders, which actually wanted deep integration between our economies going ahead. With these words, I thank all the stakeholders today for this auspicious moment when we are operationalizing the India-Oman FTA. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. As mentioned by you, sir, shipments are already on their way to Oman, availing preferential tariff benefits. Sir, we have lined up 4 of them today to share their experience, perhaps, and thoughts with all of us, sir. So, with your permission, I would first invite Shri Hardik Gudka, Managing Director, Excellent Industries, who has joined us virtually today in the ceremony. Mr. Hardik, can you please come in and share your experience very briefly with us?
Hi everyone, honorable dignitaries from India and Oman, distinguished guests and friends, good day to all of you. My name is Hardik and I represent Exelon Wires and Cables, part of Exelon Group based in Jamnagar, Gujarat. We are a cable manufacturing company producing entire range of low voltage cable, and we have been exporting to more than 29 countries and Oman being one of them. And this historic occasion that is there today, India-Oman Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, which is coming into force, is opening a new chapter for exporters, MSME exporters like us, who will have much added competitive advantage in the Omani market when we are competing against suppliers from China and Turkey. Oman is not only a valued market, but the gateway to wider Gulf and Middle East and African market, strengthened by nearly 70,000 Indians who call it their home. So the CEPA builds on its living bridge, and so our industries can grow with new confidence. I hope we have much bigger and better business with Oman and vice versa. And I congratulate my fellow exporters and the authorities who have done this thing to make sure that all of us have good business. Thank you.
So, thank you, Mr. Hardik. I would now request Mr. Girish Joseph, Managing Director, Al Shaddai Refrigeration and Air Conditioning Private Limited. If you can also share your experience with us. Mr.
Yes,
Girish.
good afternoon, everybody.
Thank you.
We are from Al Shaddai Refrigeration Air Conditioning Private, Bangalore. Actually, we are manufacturing of refrigeration equipments, which we are using for seafood industry and poultry farms. We are making the blast freezers and cold storage equipments and fly case machines. So, wide range of refrigeration items what we are manufacturing. Our factory based in Bangalore. And we are supplying to entire the GCC, and especially we are supplying to Oman market. This opportunity which we are getting the FTA agreement, which is very good for us, and we are getting some breath, and our people are who is buying from machines also, they are getting some relief on that to get the quality machines, and which we are getting, they are getting from us the best quality product with a good price. This is very helpful for us to get this opportunity, and we are getting. I believe we are getting many inquiries also. We can supply to the what is the best cost of my side. We are supplying Oman and some area for Massive Islands. That is a seafood industry. Some equipment which is ready to export in a couple of days, and some more material which is getting ready this end of the month. So I believe we are 2-3 container per month we can export to the concerned area. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate your service. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Joseph. Sir, now we have Mr. Vipul Shah from Asian Star Mumbai, whose gems and jewelry consignment is being dispatched today. Mr. Vipul?
Yeah, respected Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry, Commerce Secretary, DGFT, and esteemed officials of the Department of Commerce, it gives us an immense pleasure to learn that India-Oman FTA has been operationalized with effect from today. The duty-free access granted to gems and jewelry exports to Oman under the FTA is a significant milestone for our industry. Until now, many consignments destined for Oman were routed through Dubai, resulting in additional logistics costs and making our products relatively more expensive. The elimination of tariffs on gems and jewelry under the FTA will encourage direct exports to Oman, reducing costs and further strengthening the global competitiveness of Indian products. We also appreciate the decision to exclude precious metals and precious metal jewelry from the agreement, thereby safeguarding the interest of industry. Following this landmark development, we express our sincere gratitude to the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, the Department of Commerce, and all stakeholders involved for successfully operationalizing the India-Oman FTA. We are confident that this agreement will open new avenues for trade, strengthen bilateral economic ties, and provide substantial growth opportunities for the India gem and jewelry sector. Thank you.
Thank you. And finally, I would invite Mr. Ravi Kumar from Lulu Group to share his experience on availing duty benefits under this agreement. Mr. Ravi Kumar. Mr. Ravi, if you can hear us. Perhaps. So maybe in the interest of time, I would move on and now request Honorable Commerce and Industry Minister, sir, to share his thoughts on this momentous occasion. Sir.
Thank you very much. His Excellency, Honorable Minister of State for Commerce and Industry, Shri Jiten Prasad, His Excellency, Shri Pankaj Khimji, Advisor for Foreign Trade and International Cooperation, His Excellency, Mr. Isa Saleh Al-Shibani, Ambassador of Oman to India, His Excellency, Mr. Ghalib Al-Mamari, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Sultanate of Oman, His Excellency, Mr. Rajesh Agarwal, Commerce Secretary, Mr. Asim Mahajan, Additional Secretary, other distinguished guests from the media, all the stakeholders and exporters who have joined us virtually or in person, friends. There's an old saying, the sea does not ask where you come from. It simply carries you forward. India and Oman have been carried by the same sea, the Arabian Sea, for over 5,000 years now. Long before there were customs forms, tariff schedules, or trade negotiators even, there were Gujarati merchants in Muscat, Tamil fishermen on Omani shores, and Indian physicians tending to Omani families. Pankaj Khimji himself is a product of that export from India. Commerce was a way of life. Today, we formalize that way of life between Oman and India. The India-Oman Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, signed 6 months ago, is entering into force today. It is not simply a trade agreement. It is a statement of civilizational trust. On the day the CEPA was signed in Oman, the friendship was further strengthened and honored when His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq conferred upon Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi the Order of Oman, First Class, the Sultanate's highest civilian order. We received it as an honor to 140 crore Indians. Our deepest gratitude to His Majesty and the people of Oman, who for generations have welcomed Indians as their own family, just as we welcome Omanis into our home. Today we have nearly 7 lakh persons of Indian origin who call Oman their home. The fact that 32 nations have so far honored Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi with their highest civilian award demonstrates his leadership in the world, shows the trust and friendship that he has over the last 12 years earned from countries across the world, whether they are developed nations, whether they are nations of the global south. Across the world, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today stands tall as a global leader, as the voice of dialogue and diplomacy and peace across borders. Friends, I am confident that this comprehensive agreement will add a new momentum to our ties with Oman. From day one, India will secure duty-free access on 98% of Oman's tariff lines, covering over 99% of India's exports to Oman. As Prime Minister Narendra Modi said in Muscat, CEPA is a blueprint of our shared future. And that blueprint is already taking shape. I am happy to note that as we speak just now, more than 10 consignments are being shipped, availing preferential duty access in Oman from different parts of India. As this agreement takes effect, our workers, MSMEs, exporters in various sectors like textiles, sportswear, gem and jewelry, pharma and medical devices, engineering, sports goods, agri products, meat exports, leather, plastics, automobiles, and marine products will step onto a preferential access against our competitors in the Omani market. This balanced free trade agreement opens doors to our exports to Oman while protecting livelihoods at home. And the doors it opens are wide because Oman is more than a market. It is a gateway to the wider Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC countries of the Middle East, to East Africa, and the Indian Ocean economy through its ports at Sohar, Duqm, and Salalah. We are also looking forward to welcoming products from Oman which are required in the Indian ecosystem and which will benefit our consumers, our businesses. We just had a taste of the delicious dates. And by the way, the dates from Oman are very special and are considered amongst the best in the world. Thank you very much, Ambassador, for that very thoughtful gesture. I want to highlight 4 breakthroughs that make this agreement historic. 1, Oman has committed to lifting its decades-old ban on exporting unpolished marble blocks, so our craftsmen in Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh can access Omani raw materials directly. 2, Indian generic medicines approved by the US FDA, EMA, or UK MHRA will now receive marketing authorization in Oman within 90 days, meaning Omani patients get affordable Indian medicines faster. 3, for the first time ever, we have secured a binding commitment to protect Indian workers in non-service sectors, provided their units are majority Indian owned. And 4, Oman will also recognize India's NPOP certification, opening Oman's market to our high quality organic products, and the 2 sides will facilitate a mutual recognition agreement for halal certification. Friends, today's agreement does not stand alone. It is part of India's 9 free trade agreements finalized in the last 3.5 years, which cover 38 developed nations. These FTAs secure preferential market access for goods and services from India, covering nearly 2/3 of global trade. Our target is clear: $1 trillion of exports in the current year and $2 trillion of exports 5 years from now. And towards that end, we are further negotiating free trade agreements with Israel, Chile, Canada, the 6-nation GCC bloc, Peru. We are soon going to launch an agreement with the SACU group led by South Africa. We have already launched negotiations with the Eurasia group covering Russia and Central Asia. We have already started talking to Mercosur for expanding the preferential trade agreement with them. We have received an expression of interest from Mexico, from Ecuador, and the list goes on. The world today looks up to India as a trusted partner, as a significant country of the future, an economy that will grow from $4 trillion to a $30+ trillion economy over the next 20-25 years, offering huge opportunities given our young talent and the capabilities demonstrated by our skilled workers, our craftsmen, our fishermen, our annadatas, farmers, our workers in MSME sector, and the strength of 140 crore Indians is being recognized and duly appreciated across the world today. As we operationalize this CEPA, I leave you in conclusion with two requests. For our exporters, don't wait. The duty-free window is open from today in Oman. Our export facilitation desks are ready and raring to go. Two, to our Omani friends, CEPA is a foundation, not a ceiling. Let us explore new areas of collaboration like food security, partnerships in co-manufacturing and green hydrogen, and also bring the services sector opportunities to life. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Dhanyavad. Jai Hind.
Many thanks, sir, for exhorting our exporters to make full use of this free trade agreement that getting entry into force today. I would now make the floor open for any questions from media or the press. Thank you.
माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की इतनी सारी उपलब्धियां हैं कि एक हार की तरह है. These are all beads in a necklace. हर उपलब्धि की महत्वता होती है. आज हम ओमान के साथ किया हुआ FTA सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं, उसकी एंट्री इनटू फोर्स को सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं. हमारे लिए सभी रिश्ते, सभी दोस्तियां, सभी अवसर उतना ही महत्व रखती है. आज बधाई दूंगा देशवासियों को ओमान के FTA को शुरुआत होने पर.
आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है आप अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और अपना नाम इंट्रोडक्शन के साथ अपना सवाल पूछें. नेक्स्ट, यस, सुमित.
Hi, sir. I'm Sumita. Congratulations to you and the Omani team. Just two quick questions on the export outlook that you have as far as this FTA is concerned over the next 2 years. And secondly, you did mention about securing a binding commitment to protecting.
Repeat that first question.
Sir, your outlook in terms of exports, in terms of trade between both the countries, and secondly, you mentioned about securing a binding commitment to protect Indian workers in non-services sectors in the geography. Could you expand a bit more on the mechanism under the FTA that provides for this? Thank you.
Usually, every country allows different people to come in and work for their investments or industries set up in that country. Since we also foresee a large number of Indian investments being made in Oman, where Indian materials can also be exported, further processed and serve different markets, we have agreed with the Omani side that for investments which are made by Indian companies Indian workers will be given preferential ability to serve in addition to whatever are the Omani's local resident requirements. So whatever is required for Omani's nationals, other than that, they will prefer Indian workers. As regards the potential, the sky is the limit. Oman is a growing country, prosperous country. As I said, only Indians there number 7 lakh. And their requirements, their consumption is also a target area for our exporters. Oman is also developing a lot of infrastructure, which will open up opportunities for our services sector, our contracting companies, our architects, our engineers. And also, Oman is a gateway to many other markets in Africa and Asia.
We also have advisor online from Oman. If you have questions, he can also address your questions. Yeah.
Sir, I'm Amity from the Hindu Business Line. So India had some concerns related to Omanization policy. Part of it has been you just addressed. So there was also this concern that going forward, if there are additional restrictions that are put in the form of, in the Omanization requirement, so India may have some concerns. So has that been addressed in the FTA?
Yes, it has been adequately addressed in our negotiations to our full satisfaction.
Abhimanyu.
Sir, Abhimanyu Sharma from CNBC TV 18. First of all, congratulations for operationalization of the FTA. Sir, would this serve as a template for FTA negotiations with the larger GCC?
Now we have 2 agreements, the UAE agreement and Oman. So I think it will certainly make the agreement with GCC easier. I do believe that every agreement stands on its own feet. But since there's a lot of similarity in the Middle Eastern countries, I think this will certainly help in speeding up the negotiations with the GCC.
We have a regional media presence also today, and this FTA is going to help a lot of regions in their specific products. So if the regional media has any specific questions, we can take this before going forward. Lakshmanji.
Sir,
introduce yourself. Yeah, introduce yourself.
Yeah, myself, Siddharth Bhattacharya from Notice Live channel. I want to know that in case of Queen Pineapple and other things from Northeast, is there any export or this kind of things to Oman will be begin from this treaty?
Yes, all of these can be exported to Oman duty-free, and APIDA will be helping our exporters in the Northeast to support them with packing, packaging, with testing, to help the Northeast also benefit from exports to Oman.
Lakshmanji.
सर मैं लक्ष्मण सिंह इसी आवाज से मेरे 2 सवाल हैं। एक तो ओमान का जो ज्योग्राफी है, तो ऐसे में ट्रेड एफटीए सिर्फ ट्रेड के लिहाज से आगे बढ़कर देखें स्ट्रेटजी ये कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है। दूसरा कि ऐसे समय में ये ओमान एफटीए लागू हो रहा है जब यूएस का डेलीगेशन इंडिया आ रहा है डील साइन करने के लिए, तो उस डेलीगेशन के इस बार आने से क्या हम लोग बहुत जल्द साइन करने के करीब पहुंच जाएं या माना जाए?
हर एफटीए की अपनी ताकत होती है और स्वाभाविक है कि जब हम एफटीए किसी देश के साथ करते हैं तो ये आर्थिक संबंध तो सुधारता ही है, व्यापार को गति देता ही है, लेकिन साथ ही साथ एक स्टैंप ऑफ फ्रेंडशिप भी है। ये एक प्रकार से विश्वास दिलाता है दोनों देशों के लोगों को, व्यापारियों को, उद्योगजनों को, कि अब दोनों देशों के बीच एक बड़ी स्टेबल प्रेडिक्टेबल पॉलिसी रेजिम रहेगी। अगर ड्यूटी स्ट्रक्चर्स कम ज्यादा होते हैं, कोई और रिस्ट्रिक्शन लगते हैं, तो वो हमारे आपसी संबंधों के बीच में नहीं आएंगे। तो एक प्रकार से लंबे समय के लिए ये सर्टेनिटी लाने के कारण व्यापार भी बढ़ता है, निवेश भी बढ़ता है और दोनों देशों के संबंध भी सुधरते हैं। जहां तक यूएस टीम की बात है, वो कुछ लोग आ चुके हैं, कुछ आज रात को आएंगे। 2, 3 और 4 3 दिवसीय हमारी बैठक चलने वाली है। वैसे तो 3 फरवरी को ही दोनों देशों के नेताओं ने फ्रेमवर्क एग्रीमेंट अनाउंस कर दिया था। मोटी मोटी सभी बातें तय हैं। जैसा आप जानते हैं कि अभी अभी यूएस के एम्बेसडर मिस्टर सर्जियो गौर ने भी कहा कि 99% चीजें तय हो गई है। छोटी मोटी कॉमास और फुल स्टॉप्स पे चर्चा चल रही है। फाइनलाइज करते वक्त जो वहां पे बदलाव आए थे, कानूनी बदलाव आए थे यूएस में, उसको किस प्रकार से फाइनल एग्रीमेंट में रिफ्लेक्ट करना, उसके हिसाब से किस प्रकार से बदलाव होगा, उसको तय करके मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि यूएसए के साथ भी जल्द से जल्द हम बायलैटरल ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट का पहला ट्रांच खत्म कर देंगे, साइन करेंगे और आगे की चर्चा चालू करेंगे, आगे और कैसे व्यापक बायलैटरल ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट बनाया जाए।
Rajesh.
Hi sir, I am Rajesh from PTI. So my question is for Pankaj sir. Sir, my question is for Pankaj sir. Sir, am I audible?
Pankaj, the question is for you.
Go ahead. Sure.
Sir, how do you see this trade pact helping increase trade in energy and petrochemical sectors between the two countries?
Look, Oman is transitioning into a new energy zone, and that is green hydrogen, alternative energy, and that is to do. And for that, we need solar, we need wind, we need electrolyzers, we need cables. So I believe India is going to be able to play, or has an opportunity to play, a very important role in the new green hydrogen initiative that Oman has taken on. Oman has got an equally aggressive, has charted an equally aggressive growth path in the green hydrogen from 1.3 million tons by 2030 to 3.3 million or thereabouts by 2040 and up to nearly 10 million tons by 2050 of green hydrogen generation. And Oman wants to be the green hydrogen hub and a bunkering terminal for transport green hydrogen being used in green hydrogen as well. So I think there lies a great opportunity. We are open to the conventional energy drilling and exploration business. We are open to any foreign institution wanting to come and explore into the Omani territory to come and register and comply and build. We are a very open thing, and plus we're looking at India's demand of your petrochemical sector, your LPG, your fertilizer, everything that you consume and are short of. Oman is there producing it. So we believe it's a great win-win situation in both energy and resources.
So before we conclude, I just want to place on record my sincere appreciation for Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi and His Majesty, the Sultan of Oman, for their leadership in making this free trade agreement happen, for their constant guidance and support and clear direction to both teams to conclude this agreement in a very fair, equitable and balanced manner. I would also like to place on record my appreciation for both the chief negotiators, Pankaj Khinji and Ajay Badu for the fabulous work that they have done. Also to their teams cutting across various ministries in both countries who burnt the midnight oil and made this agreement a grand success. And lastly, today we are celebrating the joy in the lives of 75 lakh plus beneficiaries of the Swanidhi Yojana, which was launched during COVID-19. Over 1 crore 12 lakh loans, 1 crore 12 lakh loans, aggregating 17,800 crores have been given to urban street vendors, which has truly been a game changer and impacted their livelihood, increased their incomes, and improved their lives and lifestyles. This was truly a welfare and financial inclusion measure of significance towards a section of society about whom nobody had ever really applied their mind or focused their attention on. My compliments to Prime Minister Narendra Modi for having come up with the Swanidhi Yojana and for its successful implementation across the country. Thank you, friends, for your participation.
Sir, a few more regional media, if you can take a few more questions. This side, sir. Sir, on the other side.
Sir, I am Prakasan Pudiyati, correspondent to Madhubhumi, Kerala. Kerala has a long trade connection with the Gulf countries, especially Oman. So I would like to know whether how this trade economic partnership impact the economy and lives of the Kerala people.
Well, I think Kerala has a lot of things to offer, apart from the fact that we have many Keralites who stay in Oman. But look at your spice cluster, for example. So much potential for Idukki and Wayanad and all these places where spices can be exported to Kerala, to Oman. Spices like pepper, cardamom. We can even look at value addition on these spices. Coir products like mats, other geotextiles. All of these also have tremendous potential in Oman. And lastly, tourism exchange between Oman and Kerala will be another area we can focus on growth. The ports of Kerala and the ports of Oman are at a very short distance, and we can actually see trade flowing between the ports of Kerala in a big way.
Yes, please. Your gentleman there.
मैं अजय यादव बोल रहा हूँ संदेश न्यूज गुजराती चैनल से। स्पेशली इस एग्रीमेंट की अगर बात करें तो गुजरात को किस तरह से बेनिफिट करेगी?
जैसा मैंने कहा, गुजरात के जो व्यापारी हैं वो तो दुनिया का कोई कोना नहीं छोड़ते हैं। पंकज खिमजी भी गुजरात से ही ओमान गए थे। कई पीढ़ी पहले इनका परिवार ओमान गुजरात से ही गया था। जहां तक मुझे ध्यान है, एक बार्ज के ऊपर इनके परदादा गुजरात से निकले थे और ओमान पहुंचे थे। गुजरात में अगर हम सूरत को देखें तो वहाँ सोने जवाहरात का बड़ा व्यापार है, डायमंड ट्रेड है, कट एंड पॉलिश डायमंड्स, स्टडीड ज्वेलरी बहुत बनती है सूरत में, उसका जॉब वर्क का बड़ा इकोसिस्टम है। राजकोट जामनगर को देखें तो वहाँ पे इंजीनियरिंग गुड्स, ब्रास पार्ट्स, वाल्व्स, फिटिंग्स, जामनगर के पेट्रोकेमिकल रिफाइनरी के प्रोडक्ट्स। मोरबी विश्व प्रसिद्ध है अपने सेरामिक टाइल्स के लिए, सैनिटरी वेयर के लिए, जो ओमान में भी बड़ी मात्रा में जाते हैं। तो एक प्रकार से गुजरात के लिए विशेष बहुत बड़ी संभावनाएं मैं ओमान के सीपा में देखता हूं।
Sir, Siddharth from Times of India. I have two questions, one for you and one for Mr. Khimji. You mentioned Oman being a gateway to the region. So are we looking at some, some access through Oman to meet the challenges faced both on the export and import side from the Gulf region, given the immediate situation? And two, for Mr. Khimji, you mentioned LPG, fertilizer, and petrochemical. So do you have sufficient excess capacity at the moment to meet the additional requirements that India has, given the tension in West Asia?
Well, the free trade agreement is much deeper than a current situation agreement. So when I talk about a gateway to other countries, it's not only because of the West Asia crisis. In the long run, since Oman and India have shared such great partnership and relationship over the years, I think Oman offers tremendous potential for onward shipments to other countries. As regards the other question, I'll let Pankaj take that.
Yes, I think that's a very valid question. Look, from a fertilizer point of view, OMIFCO, which is the Oman India Fertilizer Company, which is co-owned between the two fertilizer giants of India and the Oman Investment Authority, which is the sovereign fund. For 15 years, all the production was subjected to going to India at a pre-agreed price, and India benefited from it greatly. After the 15-year moratorium period got over, it's now free to all parties are free to market wherever they want to. Oman markets its fertilizer on a trading platform, but I'm sure if push comes to shove, Oman would be happy to consider an agreement to focus the manufacturing towards the Indian requirement. But I think the two parties need to approach each other mutually. I believe you have a Ministry of Fertilizers or Agriculture, which both need to approach it. On terms of the petrochemicals is concerned, yes, some of it is competitive where India is also manufacturing, but India is still a net importer of the petrochemicals that Oman manufactures, and I think we can more than happily serve that requirement. LPG is, I think even if the whole region manufactures LPG, it will not be enough for the Indian population to consume the LPG. So whatever little LPG that we do manufacture, we're more than happy to route it towards your the price mechanism, the purchase mechanism needs to be agreed between both the sides, but I'm sure things can be worked out. We're not against it.
Thank you for those questions, and with this we come to an end to this ceremony. We thank Honorable CIM as well as other senior dignitaries who joined us in today's ceremony. We also thank His Excellency Pankaj Khimji and his team from Oman. We look forward to continued collaboration going ahead. I also thank Ambassador of India to Oman, Srinivas sir, and his team for joining us on this call, and also all the friends from media and press. Thanks a lot. Thank you.